Bill Deal and Joyce Lamont are next with First Bank Notes.
RCA, America's first choice in color TV, and your nearby RCA dealer, is repeating the biggest color TV buy of the year. RCA's brand new Halifax model with big 23-inch screen and all-wood cabinet is yours once again for just $468.88. Here is big screen color with all the features you've come to expect from the pioneer of color TV. See the Halifax today at your RCA dealer. No trade-in needed. It's yours for just $468.88. CCO temperature, 6 above. Did you know that manufacturers of oil heating equipment have made big improvements in oil burning equipment? So big that the new one shows up to a 30% greater burning efficiency over those made 10 or 15 years ago. This could mean big savings in fuel bills, $50, $100 or more in some cases. But how do you know if you are one who could get in on these big savings? Just contact a member of the Northwest Heating Oil Council, a heating oil supplier you can count on. Studio St. Paul in Minneapolis at 830 WCCO.
First bank notes are on the way. Notes on the weather and time of day. Notes from the news and the songs we play. First bank notes for a president day.
It's 7:30 and time for First Bank Notes.
With Joyce Lamont and Bill Deal for the 14 neighborhood First Banks in the Twin Cities area.
And First Minneapolis, the bank with an idea for you.
First bank notes.
News highlights on this Monday morning, the start of a brand new week. Earthquakes shake parts of southern Europe and the Middle East. Allied military reports say that recent fighting 45 miles northwest of Saigon has killed 444 communists. A spring cold spell hangs over the nation from the Rocky Mountains to the Atlantic coast. And leaders of the world are in Washington for this afternoon's funeral of former President Eisenhower. Today is a national day of mourning as the nation and the world salute our departed leader in war and peace.
Onward, Christian soldiers, marching us to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. Christ the royal master leads against the foe, forward into battle, see his banners go. Onward, Christian soldiers, marching us to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. At the sign of triumph, Satan's host doth flee. On them Christian soldiers come to victory. Hell's foundations quiver at the shout of praise. Brothers, lift your voices, Lord, your anthems raise. Onward, Christian soldiers, marching us to war, with the cross of Jesus going on
The Mormon Tabernacle Choir and Onward Christian Soldiers. Because of funeral services in Washington for former President Eisenhower, all federal offices, St. Paul City and Ramsey County offices will be closed. All state offices and Minneapolis and Hennepin County offices will remain open. WCCO Radio has received no information on school closings.
Temperature is 6 above in the Twin Cities. The high this afternoon about 32, and it's 25 minutes to 8.
And for the school kiddies on this Monday morning, here is the rundown on the weather. As Joyce said, it's 6 above, wind southeast at 7, relative humidity 72%. The barometer is falling from 30.37 and the skies are cloudy. We had a high yesterday of 15 above, a low last night of 1 below. No moisture yesterday. The high today should be 32, the low tonight 25. Mr. Sun got up right and early this morning at 5:56, and the sunset is at 6:39 this evening.
First Minneapolis has an idea for you.
Security. It's hard to find these days. And that's why First Minneapolis had this idea to guarantee 5% interest on savings certificates for 5 long years. And they're cashable any 3 months. A lot can happen in 5 years, either a boom or a money-killing bust. But you can depend on getting that big 5% interest in 1969, 70, 71, 72, and 73. Security? First Minneapolis stakes its reputation on it.
First Minneapolis has an idea for you.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
6 above in the Twin Cities. High today 32, and it's 24 minutes to 8.
And today is a national day of mourning for former President Eisenhower. On First Banknotes this morning, the voice of band leader Paul Laval.
As we all know, the initials of President Dwight D Eisenhower are DDE. They also happen to be part of the musical scale, like this. Now, in developing the given notes, you will hear musically the name Dwight D Eisenhower. Here are the same notes in a different form, which express the depth and the stature of the name Eisenhower. In its complete form, we now play the Dwight D Eisenhower March.
Band of America, Paul Laval, and the Dwight D Eisenhower March.
And now here's the weather forecast. A low-pressure trough is expected to move eastward out of Wyoming and Montana today into the Dakotas, continuing into Minnesota and Iowa tomorrow. Rapid warming will take place over CCO land, will be accompanied by a little light snow and some drizzle or freezing drizzle, especially in southern Minnesota and Iowa. Wisconsin, increasing cloudiness, a little warmer today, chance of snow developing in the northwest half of Wisconsin tonight. The highs today mostly in the 30s, lows tonight 15 to 25. In Minnesota, cloudy in the southwest today, increasing cloudiness east and north, chance of scattered areas of light freezing drizzle or drizzle and snow in the extreme southwest portion of Minnesota this morning, spreading over the state by late today or early tonight. Highs today 22 to 40 in Minnesota, lows tonight 5 above in the extreme northeast to 30 in the extreme southwest. And the Twin Cities, cloudy and warmer with a chance of periods of light drizzle or freezing drizzle and snow today, tonight, and tomorrow. Southerly winds 12 to 18 today and tonight. The high today in the Twin Cities will be 32, low tonight 25, the high tomorrow 42, and the low tomorrow night 25. Chance of precipitation is 30% today, 40% tonight, and 30% again tomorrow.
Well, Joyce, Fargo and Bismarck already are having that freezing drizzle on this Monday morning. International Falls has fair skies and 4 degrees below. Pier is clear and they have 29 above. Cloudy skies in the Twin Cities where the temperature is at 6 above. Because of the funeral services in our nation's capital for former President Eisenhower, all federal offices and St. Paul City and Ramsey County offices are closed today. All state offices and Minneapolis and Hennepin County offices will remain open. WCCO Radio has received no information on school closings. U.S. military sources say that heavy losses in Allied blocking actions are forcing the Viet Cong command to reassess its plans for a 5-week-old offensive. And officials say the communists have lost more than 6,000 men during March. Strong earthquakes shook parts of southern Europe and the Middle East this morning. Numerous homes and buildings were damaged or destroyed, but there were no immediate reports of any deaths. Quakes were reported off the Saudi Arabian coast and in Sicily and Cairo. And tremors also were felt in Turkey and Israel. The time now is 17½ minutes before 8 a.m.
Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He hath loosed the fateful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on.
I have seen him in the watchfires of 100 circling camps. They have builded him
That was the King family and the Battle Hymn of the Republic. At 14 minutes before 8 o'clock, cloudy skies and the temperature is 6 degrees above zero. From the WCCO Radio News Bureau, all St. Paul public schools will be open today. All St. Paul public schools open today. All Minneapolis public schools are closed for the Easter vacation.
At First Minneapolis, one of the easiest ways to save is with a Golden Passbook savings account. You can open your account with as little as $20, and after that first $20 deposit, you can add any amount whenever you like in person or by mail. The Golden Passbook will show the date and amount of each deposit, plus the big 5% interest that your money earns. First Minneapolis will credit that interest to your account every quarter and will compound it every quarter, so the interest actually totals 5.13% every year. This week, open your Golden Passbook savings account at First Minneapolis.
Turning to sports, our Minnesota North Stars ended their season last night with a 3-3 tie with the Los Angeles Kings. Meanwhile, the Minnesota Twins lost yesterday to the Chicago White Sox by a score of 6-4 in exhibition play, and the Minnesota Pipers lost last night to Miami, 126-118. The time now is 12 1/2 minutes before 8 o'clock on First Bank Notes. Cloudy skies and the temperature 6 degrees above zero on this Monday morning, a day of national mourning for former President Eisenhower.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea.
Oh, beautiful for patriot dream that sees beyond the years. Thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood.
From sea to shining sea.
The Lawrence Welk Singers and America the Beautiful.
All St. Paul public schools are open today. All Minneapolis public schools are closed for the Easter vacation. And also in Minneapolis, these schools are closed today. Blake, Breck, Northrop Collegiate, and the Highcroft Country Day School, all closed today.
Because of the funeral services in Washington for former President Eisenhower, all federal offices and St. Paul City and Ramsey County offices are closed. All state offices and Minneapolis and Hennepin County offices will remain open today. 9 minutes before 8 o'clock, cloudy skies, the temperature 6 degrees above zero on this Monday, a national day of mourning for former President Eisenhower. Taps for Ike. And now, our national anthem.
It's 6 minutes to 8, 6 above in the Twin Cities, and the high today will be 32.
First banknotes are on the way.
First Bank Notes brought to you by the Twin Cities 14 neighborhood First Banks and First Minneapolis, the bank with an idea for you, all members of the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation.
Make your bank a full-service First Bank. If you live outside the Twin Cities, see your hometown banker. A good man to know, the right man to do business with.
First banknote, time to be on your first banknote. Time to wish you a good banknote. Time to be on your first banknote. Time to wish you a good.
CCO temperature 6 above.